Hey Jamie, in this video I'm going to show you those three things that you guys can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. It was great chatting with you for a moment. My name is Seleni McGregor. I actually just work with small business owners across the state of Utah. You guys are in American Fork. I'm actually just down in South Utah County myself. So I put together just this quick custom video for you about your online presence and specifically how you stack up against your competitors. There is no sales pitch in here, just pure value. So at this point, I'm sure you're sitting there asking yourself though, why would she be doing this? What's going to be the catch here? Well, that's a fair question. I've just found that most local business owners are too busy actually running their business. They're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, staying on top of the jobs, and many times learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their company, it just gets buried under all of the other to-do lists. So, and let's be real, half the time, the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they don't know who to trust and who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I've found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Seleni. Can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video, you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve to help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video, you just want to take the free attack plan that I gave you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. Now, let me show you the three things that we're going to go over today that will help set Today Home service above your competition. The three things we're going to cover is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. So since Google isn't a human, it doesn't know exactly what you do. So it needs to be told through your content. Content is basically anything that you can see here on your homepage that is highlighted. So this can be text, it can be pictures, it can be what the pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures. That can all be considered content. So to give you an example of what I'm talking about with pictures, if we right click here and do a save as, we can see what that picture is named as. And for each one, what does an HVAC tech do? A male electrician works in a switch is what I assume. And furnace. So these are okay. They're better than what I see a lot of times because usually I just see numbers, letters, like whatever it was the stock image was saved as. But what would truly help here is to include detailed descriptions using location-specific keywords that will actually help boost your content. And I'll kind of get into in a minute the specific types of keywords that would be great to put in places like this. But all of these things are what Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what your business is, what services you offer, the areas you're targeting, and that is all what's going to help position you in the search ranking. So the goal is having enough unique and authoritative content to be able to have the keywords and key phrases that people are actually searching for. So most business owners know that they need content, but what they don't know is that in order to rank number one on Google for like plumbers, the average content count is 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage alone. Again, while making sure it has the right keywords and key phrases. Throwing yours here into a word search or word counter, excuse me, it looks like yours is pulling up around 590 words on your home page. Again, let's jump into a little bit more specifically what I'm talking about with the keywords. We're going to actually jump over here into one of my tools. This is a really cool tool. It's called Ahrefs. Typically costs a couple $100 a month if you guys want to go get it and use it for the metrics yourself as well. But it essentially gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So it gives me a pretty good indication of what's working well for you and your competition. So I pulled up your competition here, Bert's Waterworks. Let's actually run back to his website really quick as well. I chose him out of the American Fork area as one of your top local competitors, but when we jump over here and use his website, we get a pretty good overview of what's happening. So we can see that he's got around 33 keywords on his website and what type of traffic that is bringing in per month. Now we're going to actually dive a little bit more specifically here into the keywords, and we can see the exact keywords that they're ranking for and what customers are actually searching. So you can see here, there's a few really great examples. We're going to pay attention to this position column, the volume column, and then the keywords column. So they're ranked right now second position for keyword plumbers in American Fork. That gets 60 searches per month. Number 2 for plumber American fork, that gets 50 searches per month. Second again for plumbers American fork, plural there, and that gets 40 searches per month. And you've got all these other keywords as well. It looks like they are not ranking in those ones. They're ranking more in these top ones. But you've got all these other keywords that are location specific and buyer intent, which are really great keywords to utilize as well. Now we're going to jump over here and we've got your website plugged in here, and we can see the same type of overview. We can see how many keywords are on your web page and what type of traffic that is bringing in every month. It doesn't show that you've got any keywords showing on your website right now, so there's no need to obviously jump in to see the details there. That would be one of the biggest areas with your content, to make sure that you are utilizing those things that people are actually searching into Google, so that your website is found for those queries that they're typing in. So again, just getting that front page up to the 1500, utilizing those keywords that we found there. And I'm sure there's others if we do the research for it as well. And depending on your service areas and services, we can find all of that within that tool. It's pretty awesome. Now we're actually going to jump over here into Google. I typed in one of those high keywords, plumbers American fork, Utah. First up, you can see the ads section. We all see all the sponsored. The thing about ads is ads can work, but they can also be a huge money pit if your foundation is not set up and dialed in. So just be really careful to not burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure that your website is going to convert. We're actually going to come down here and spend some time in this coveted map area. This has a lot to do with the second important thing we're going to talk about, which is citations. So you're probably asking yourself, well, what is a citation and why do they matter? And those are great questions. So this area is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it, you've probably used this section, and you've probably even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on here? So citations are super simple. They are just your business's name, address, and phone number on all of these online directories. There's tons of directories out there. Biggest thing is that they just need to match your Google listing exactly. And then having citations like this will help Google be able to verify you and give relevance to your local business. So the number one thing that you can do today to push you up into the top 3 spots of the map pack, super simple. You just need to increase your citation game. When you get more citations than your competitor, especially from authoritative and industry-specific websites, your credibility boosts, and then you find yourself leaping to the top and above your competition. So you're probably asking yourself, well, great, but how do you actually do that? Well, there are sites like WhiteSpark or Bright Local that tell us the exact directories that your competition here is being listed on. And we can go out and match those same directories, but we don't just want to match them. We're going to go out and get more than them so we can dominate them in the area. So if they have 100 citations, we'll go get 150 or 200 citations. So it's a pretty cool thing that way. Now let's talk about the last thing that I wanted to go over today. It's backlinks, often called link juice. So this third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So when we've searched for this keyword, plumbers American fork, Utah, you had the ads, then you had the map section. Well, then below the maps, this area down here is called the organics listing section. You can see that your site is not number 1, 2, 3, anywhere here on the first page of Google. Most people don't go past the first page of Google when they're looking for a service. So this is where you want to be. And in order to get here, you have to beat out your competition in every aspect. Really, you need authority. So how do you get the authority? Well, this is where the backlinks come into play. Simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website. Easiest way to think about it, and link juice, is to simply think about it almost like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business that has the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're a plumber, right? Well, you wouldn't want a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you because you don't churn ice cream. Although that would be tasty, that backlink would be basically useless to you. So having a backlink from a construction company or something like that that's more industry specific, that would be much more effective. Jumping over here into our tool again, we can see you've got 2 backlinks going back to your website. It's a start, but not dominant. If we jump over here to your competitor here, we can see they've got 60 backlinks to their website. Again, it's really awesome because with this tool, we can actually jump in and we can see exactly where they're getting their sites from. And we can go get the same links or better, higher quality. This is very beatable with time. So again, getting to the top of Google is not magic. It's just a tried and true method, and I've shown you the exact method today. So again, the 3 things you can do today to grow your online presence is first, focusing on your content, getting that front page to 1,500 words with the right keywords. Second, just getting your name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories as possible. And finally, getting more relevant, high quality links pointing back to your site. If you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. It's really that simple. So I'm sure you're wondering at this point, okay, well now what? So really you have 2 options. If you feel like you cannot handle more clients every month, then that's absolutely fair. Just send me a quick note saying that you watched this video and give me your thoughts about it. I would really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you're ready to grow and you can implement these strategies today, well, I gave you the exact formula that businesses are paying tons of dollars to have. I've given you the blueprint, so go execute this all on your own. Now, if you have found this information valuable, and if you are one of those business owners still to raise their hands for the most effective route with support and guidance to design a custom strategy that will help accelerate your growth, I'd love to offer you a 45-minute free discovery session. Just respond to this email. We would set up a time to chat and dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can help do to help your business really thrive. Again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your email. Have a great day.